Ikra knows that her mother drinks Valaiti sharab, or imported alcohol. To deal with customers, Nargis not only drinks, she also smokes hash. Ikra and her younger sister often bear the brunt of their mother's intoxication.
शराब पीती है तो शोर डालती है ना, ये जो है ना गली वाले इसको मारते हैं, इसकी तो चोट लगी है ना, वो इन्होंने मारा था, इधर भी इन्होंने मारा था, इसका बोल छूटा हुआ है ना, इधर भी इन्होंने मारा था.
Nargis can't afford to hire an instructor to train her daughters. Hard pressed for money, she trains them herself. This environment takes an horrendous toll on the lives of Nargis's daughters. They're not getting any education. Instead, they spend their days dancing. We asked Ikra what she wants to do when she grows up. This was her response. Nusrat, a neighbour of Ikra, leads a different life. She attends school. Her mother, Shagufta, is trying to guide her daughter into what she hopes will be a noble life, free of the Shahi Mohalla. Shagufta used to be a sex worker. She fled her Sialkot home on the eve of her wedding, when she was barely 14. She says restrictions at home and the glamour of the film industry prompted her to sneak away. Shagufta ended up in a brothel in the Shahi Mohalla, where she entertained male customers for years before marrying a local resident. But still there was no respite for her. Her husband forced her to continue working because he wanted the money. Shagufta's face still betrays the trauma she suffered for years as a sex worker. The life of a girl in the Shahi Mohalla is a mess, she says.
उन्होंने जिंदगी माँ प्यो की तरबियत दे नाल कुछ ऐसियां ने के 25-7 साल दी होए दी ते वालदा ओदी अंदर पेशा करदी होई दी ते बाहर बच्ची बैठी होई दी के वालदा ने आदमी कढ़ना है ते उन्हें बच्चों ने रोटी लिए पैसे देने ने ते बच्चों ने रोटी खानी है.
Shagufta won't allow her past to impact negatively on her daughter. In the evenings, Nusrat learns from the Quran, something her mother says is essential for Nusrat's education. But the young girl dislikes the life around her. Her dream is to become a teacher.
ये मोहल्ला अच्छा नहीं है, यहाँ के लोग भी नहीं अच्छे, यहाँ मेरा दिल नहीं लगता. मैं साल को जाकर अपनी बहन के पास पढ़ूंगी तो बड़े होकर टीचर बनूंगी.
Iqbal Hussain is a painter known for his passionate depiction of suffering women. He hails from a typical Kanjar family. All his female relatives were engaged in the business. Despite being considered an outcast, Iqbal defied all the odds to pursue painting as a profession. He also established this restaurant, Cuckoo's Den, on the edge of the Shahi Mohalla.
Because every morning, every evening, I just come back home from college where I teach over there. I listen to different stories and what's happening around me. I just take around in the streets and how they've been treated and blackmailed, emotional blackmails. So only thing I then decided to paint these women on these canvases. At least I should bring into the notice of the people and into the world. They are human beings also. They feel pain. They want to be happy also in their life, and they want to be respected also.
Regardless of the law, life in the Shahi Mohalla has continued. This dancer, her manager claimed, is in high demand. She said the girl returned 2 days ago from an extensive tour of rural Sindh province. She gave no further explanation, but one of the musicians explained later that landlords in the south have an immense liking for girls from the north. Under a court order, entertainers here are allowed to perform for 2 hours each night, from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. The area remains open outside these hours, but resembles a mysterious fortress, and outsiders are generally viewed with suspicion. That's why our first attempt to interview Nargis led to violent protests by her neighbours. We attempted to pacify the angry residents by explaining our objective. Lubna says many of the sex workers are uneducated. Without an education, many young girls will automatically follow the same path as their mothers.
सेक्स वर्कर जो होती है वो तो सारी रात जागती है, क्योंकि वो उसका काम ही यही है। और जब वो दिन को आती है तो वो सो जाती है, और सोने के बाद उसके बच्चे जो हैं वो भी सारी रात जागते हैं उसके साथ।